it's up, so it's up. Gun in my hand, moved on, not giving a damn. Face card, not giving a
What's up, everyone? I know it's been a long time. I should have left you, but I'm back. It's your girl, Crane Stevie, and I'm back with another Big Tunes music review. You already know. I told y'all I'm only reviewing the things that inspired me, and I'm so excited because this review is special, like I always say. This time, I'm reviewing Teyana Taylor's Escape Room album. Yes, and even love is something you must escape. I love that tagline. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and get into the review. Escape Room marks Teyana Taylor's fourth solo album released August 22nd, 2025. After briefly retiring from music, Miss Taylor has made a powerful comeback. You already know. And she's doing it all. She does everything. Movies, music, amazing merch. And she's even back with a new persona known as Fire Girl, because she's on fire. You already know. It's a hint to the visual album. If you've seen it yet, go watch it if you haven't. You know what I'm saying? She's giving full-on superhero energy. She's fierce. She's fearless, and she's ready to conquer the world and maybe even find love again. You know, and that's what makes just the album itself is just such a vibe. You know what I mean? Because she's giving her own unique take on this stuff. I've always felt that Teyana Taylor was someone who embodied a perfect blend of Aaliyah's smooth tomboy style and Janet Jackson's sensual edge, all wrapped into a Harlem twist. So she's always bringing that Harlem twist, and she's really arose from Harlem, like she says in her song. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to her. Like many of us, I first saw Teyana Taylor on MTV's Super Sweet 16. She was fresh-faced, funky. She already had the confidence. It was on 10, and her creativity was crazy. Since then, she's built a career that most artists could only dream of. You know what I'm saying? She was signed by Pharrell at a young age, which at the time in the early 2000s, every young person who loved music wanted to have that opportunity. She choreographed Beyonce by the time she was 15, and she was even featured on Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And of course, we know, what she later made history by playing the muse in his video Fade as well. So to me, Teyana Taylor is so unique because she's one of the few artists of this generation who has had a chance and who has been exposed to all of the greats that I just named over the span of her entire career. And she's touched so many other artists in the process. Not many artists can flex that type of resume. You know what I'm saying? And Teyana Taylor is exactly who she thinks she is. She is that girl, okay, first of all. But she's also an artist. She's a dancer. She's an actress. She's a muse. She's a director. And she's a filmmaker. And today, we get to experience all those sides of her in her first ever film and album, Hybrid Escape Room. So I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of the highlights of my favorites. And I want to just jump into that. So one of my favorites is the track called Fire Girl. Of course, I keep mentioning it. That's why I'm wearing my red to represent for the Fire Girl character. This shirt actually I got at one of the shows, the Last Rose tour that Teyana did. So big ups to her. Of course, I got to represent. But yeah, getting back into the track, this is some sidetrack. Fire Girl was a dope entrance song in general. I love what she did with her performance in BET Awards. That blew us out of the water, of course, and that just set the tone. Now, my next favorite track is Long Time, and another banger, another visual, another experience that's just so smooth and hypnotic, and of course, just a dope song overall. Back to Life is another joint that I really, really was digging, that I'm really digging because it's so catchy. The intro is catchy, as well as the second half of the song, which goes into an even freakier side. And of course, Teyana Taylor's not shy when it comes to those type of things. And the last song that I wanted to say is one of my favorites right now is Open Invitation featuring K Tronada. And they killed it with the Missy Elliott Beat Me 911 sample. What else can I say about that? I mean, that video, anything sampled by Missy Elliott, is just going to always be epic because of the level of artistry that Missy has put into her music. So to see them flip that sample, and I'm sure she got the blessing from Missy Elliott herself, because you know Teyana's really that girl. It was dope to see her, hear her flip this particular sample with Kaytranada. My final thoughts, and I'm probably just gonna read this directly from the paper because I don't want to mess it up. I'm giving the Escape Room 5 out of 5 headphones. Now you know 5 out of 5 is the top. I'm only giving the top. Okay, this visual album is a masterpiece. First of all, the visual album is a masterpiece. We already know it's featuring narrations from Taraji P. Henson, Sarah Paulson, Lala Anthony, Jodie Turner-Smith, Niecy Nash, Issa Rae, Kerry Washington, and the great Regina King. That lineup alone, you already know, is legendary. Okay, we're talking about actresses, so this album is a movie, right? We've been saying this the whole time. So this album celebrates a woman who knows what she wants. She's confident, she's soft, she's sexy, and she's in full control. And that's what I really dig about this project. So go ahead, go watch it, go listen, and go find an escape room somewhere, you know, and let me know in the comments what your favorite song is from the album and how you feel about the release in general. I don't want to keep yapping on because I've said enough. I'm just a huge fan, like I said before. But I hope to catch y'all on the next episode of Big Two Music Review. Let's see what other things inspire me. All right, and y'all take care. Have a good one, okay? Peace.